football now from sunny Wisconsin. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. McCaffrey on the return. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
At the throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. Oh, the spin. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 21 yards away. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
That's the score. Packers 7, Raiders 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. McCaffrey on the return. And he's not able to go the distance. He's out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. What a return. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stopped short of the goal line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Crosby connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Packers take over 1st and 10.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now on 2nd and 13, Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. He completes it to Jones. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Rodgers to throw once more. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers have taken the lead. He hit him earlier in this 1st quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time,
trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way, because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Play action. It's Jackson. Airing this one out for Evans. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
13. Raiders 7.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 27-yard line.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
The Raiders.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey. This is caught inside the 15.
Jackson.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. They'll look to run with Akers. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders have drawn even here, and they can take the lead with the extra point to come. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And now we've got a man a little jumpy here, maybe trying to block the extra point. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Score, Raiders 14, Packers 13.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get into that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll throw from the gun. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. Sutton with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And that'll make this a 6-point game.
Makes the score Packers 20, Raiders 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Raider first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And Jackson throwing once more. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. John Gruden has made the call. His guys are going for it. Again, Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Rodgers took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw on 3rd down, Rodgers. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Steve Atwater with a pick, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Off play action, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now Jackson, off play action. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Complete.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. Oh, he'll take a shot. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. Jesse Bates on the coverage.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something that...
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Picked off by Prince Amukamara.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
11 yards there, first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On first down, it's Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Rodgers now on first down. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. Touchdown, Packers. Randall Cobb, 53 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Only speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
McCaffrey on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger.
And now the rookie's free. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Touchdown.
Cam Akers, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. Charles, they had 6 DBs out there. They were thinking pass. They surprised him with a long run.
I wonder if they saw that and just checked to it. Maybe had an audible and said, you know something, against 6 defensive backs, let's run the football. Let's get our big guys downfield and match up with the littler guys and see if we create some space. And not only did they create space, they created a path all the way to the end zone.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over 1st and 10.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
33, Aaron.
The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he would be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Hicks brought him down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Rodgers. Buying time to his left. But I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 25. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
He was covered by
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
by the Raiders.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And they work this out past the 25. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
A gain of 26.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Jalen Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And that one, it's That's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
At the 32-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 23. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dunk through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
They go play action with Jackson. Flushed out, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Well, when this drive began, the offense only needed a field goal, but the defense ramped up the pressure, and after back-to-back sacks, they're feeling confident they might keep them off the board.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield, marking down at the 49. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st down, Las Vegas.
One last shot for Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
Today's final score, Packers 27.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.